Okay, it is 7 o'clock. Hello, everyone. This is James with Inspiration, and welcome to the Pro Critique webinar. Here we have the roadmap, and today the critiques that I give will be along the lines of number 4 here, learning how to do photo editing. We're also going to talk about this step here, embracing many genres, expanding out of our comfort zone to learn techniques in other areas of photography. We're also going to be talking about developing your niche. So working on developing your ability to capture the moment artistically. And then also we'll be working on this here, implementing composition, exploring the arrangement of elements in an attempt to explain what is beautiful so we can apply those in our pictures. Let's get started here with the first picture. I can tell a lot of thought went into this shot. You've done your best to set the subject apart from the background. You've placed the subject on a third. It's not necessarily on a third, I don't know, but it's off center. And that's the idea. That's the idea behind the rule of thirds, is just to help get the subject off of dead center. Now, there is something about the shot that just doesn't seem to pull my focus and attraction onto the moth. I can see basically the brightness value. See at the bottom where it says R is 37.6. And hover over here, and this is brighter, 59, 54, 36. So like initially right off, there's not a moth shape. Seeing things in black and white helps us to see shapes. So how I would edit this shot is, first of all, I think what I would do is I would bring up the exposure. The exposure is at 1.25. So I'm making the outside bright. I don't want to make the outside bright. I want to make the outside dark. And then this is the original again, and this is how I felt like it was edited the way that I liked it. Great. So that's how I would do it. You can notice I also edited out the red flower, the red spot that was there in the background. Congratulations on achieving the silky water effect. The longer your shutter speed is, the more white the waterfall will be. And the shorter that your shutter speed is, the more rock you'll be able to see through the water. One thing I wanted to note here about your shot is that it doesn't seem to be quite in focus, but your tripod was stable. I do not think that this is from camera shake blur. Something I wanted to mention about composition here is I think it would be nice to see the top of the falls. It kind of looks like it's cropped off. Like what if there's what if you're taking a picture of a person, they're giving a presentation and their hands are outstretched and you cropped off the tip of their fingers. That's kind of what this feels like. I would go in here and do some editing. I love editing waterfall pictures. You have edited this picture very well. I don't know how much editing you've done, but it appears to me as though you've done something. That's amazing. What a great idea. Actually interact with the animals if you can. If I'm taking a picture of a deer, I can't go and ask it, hey, can you move this way or try to make it move one way or another? It is a donkey, I have to admit, you're right. I like the first of your two shots better. So we're talking about proximity here, just this distance, the proximity between the subjects and the edge. Here we go. Here's a suggestion for a potential recrop. What I'm thinking is the donkey, since it's not standing out from the background, is there an angle that I could get to having the donkey standing apart from the background better? I wonder if you were to step dramatically to the right, okay, so several steps to the right. Let me see if I can explain this. The choice of going HDR was a very good choice. These rocks in the foreground have a dynamic range feeling that's not overdone, but it just kind of makes it look surreal, real, look really wet. It's this neat contrast of soft and sharp. The progression of elements, all right? So we want to have a first place that draws your eye, then a second place where your eye can rest. And then just the concept of beauty. The third thing is the third place for your eye to go, just kind of like to sweep over the image and then go back to the first element. So my initial composition would probably have been to go vertical. empty. It's not empty, but it's just there's nothing interesting here. This is what's interesting, and then this is what's interesting, and then there's rocks sticking out, and this is interesting on the left, so everything looks heavy on this side. This line looks fake. Good job, NASA. Nice way to capture a busy, difficult scene. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time.